We match.
That's so sweet. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome to you as well. My name is Jennifer.
And I'm Gene.
And we're matching today. Down to our...
Oh, we are, aren't we? That was an accident.
That was totally an accident.
Nice.
So, today is going to be a question and answer video. I've had a couple people be like, why do you do so many question and answers? We don't want to see those. Actually, we get a lot of people asking questions and wanting us to do question and answer videos. That's why we do them. And so if you don't want to see the question and answers, you can just skip this video.
Yeah, it's real easy. We have touch phones, so all you have to do is like touch something else. Not really too sure if you guys knew that.
Touch the X.
Some of you who may not like the video, but there is an ability to touch other videos.
I think the X is going to be up here. Right up here.
But for those who enjoy the Q&As, go ahead and don't do a thing. Just keep on watching.
Right.
Go.
All right, our first comment. This isn't actually even a question, but somebody says, Ayla says, your whole channel is Q&As, grocery hauls, and failed diets. JFC.
What is JFC?
Ayla used a bad word, Ayla.
Alright, well.
I guess Ayla missed the videos that we did crafts. The kitty cat footage. The cookies. Recipes. I mean, recipes is food, but it's not actually a grocery haul, so I think Ayla's missing a lot of videos. She might need to go back and watch some of the other videos.
And that's not correct about failed diets, because she has succeeded for like around 12 hours to 24 hours at a time the past several times.
That's true.
There is some success there.
That's true.
So.
Hey, at least they made it to lunch.
What's the next one?
Okay, the next one. Here's one for you. Girl on her phone says, is Gene abusive towards you? He seemed aggressive towards you in the intro to your cookie video.
In the intro?
Yes.
Or the cookie? Smashing
both.
The cookie. I was trying to, you know, like the pie in the face thing.
And I moved when he...
I didn't mean to like bump your cute little nose that hard, actually. It was kind of one of those spare of the moment things, so.
It wasn't aggressive at all.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be aggressive. No. I was trying to, you know, do the pie in the face thing.
And I don't think...
I guess I should have went for the cheek, but in the moment, you don't really, I don't personally really think, so. I don't think much of that really needs to be explained. I think the majority of the viewers here, the majority of you guys understand that in spare of the moment type stuff, you know, things will happen when you're trying to shove something in somebody's face.
I've seen at wedding receptions, I've seen husbands and wives like violently kind of shove cake in each other's faces. Like, I'd be like...
Someone's been pretty violently aggressive, and I'm just like, damn, that seems kind of embarrassing.
Yeah. So no, he is not abusive. He is not aggressive at all.
Well, thank you, babe.
You're very welcome.
And there's no sense in me thanking you. It's just thank you for being sweet.
For clarifying that.
For clarifying to some of your viewers.
Okay. Stephanie S. asks, do you see a therapist for your binge eating disorder? I do not currently, And I've never actually seen a expert in binge eating. I've seen people who have dealt with eating disorders. And the last therapist I was seeing, I'm not currently seeing a therapist. It's an on again, off again thing with me. But she was not she did not specialize in any kind of eating disorders. She specialized in post-traumatic stress and anxiety and panic, those kinds of things, but not eating disorders.
I'll read one.
Okay.
So the next question is from Kaylu.
Wait, Luna's playing with her toy. If you hear chirping in the background, it's Luna and her Christmas toy.
Kaylu says, seems the running questions are in regards to your charity, cancer, and weight loss. I suggest you address those first and foremost. It's fair enough.
Okay. As for the weight loss questions, there have had a lot of weight loss questions. I posted a video on Monday and I answered all of those questions as far as what I plan to do in the new year, my weight loss journey, what I was going to be making videos about. All that you can see in the video that I posted on Monday. I will leave a link to that in my description below. As for the charitable donations, those were for the hero bears that I crocheted. Several people ordered them and bought them, and they paid me via PayPal. And I said that I was going to donate a part of those proceeds minus what I paid for supplies and materials for making them. And I decided instead of one charity to donate the money to, I donated to 2 local families who are struggling with COVID, and I made donations to 2 of them. I split the money. For those of you who purchased a bear, who would like to see receipts from those donations, you can email me at my email address that is listed in the description below, and I will send you a screenshot of those, and that is for the people who actually purchased the bears.
Cancer?
As for the cancer, I have said numerous times, and I know that there's new people, and you might not have heard me say this, I am no longer going to talk about my medical issues unless there is something very big, a very substantial something to talk about. There's not anything actually new at the moment. It's just the way it is. And no matter what I say about my cancer, I'm always called a liar. So I've decided to just not talk about it because I don't need that kind of negativity. Like I said, if something big happens, or if I am at the point where, I don't know, something big, major happens with my medical, you know, my health, I will let you know. But as far as small things, I'm not going to go into my health too much. I'm just going to keep that personal. Okay, here the next one is from Hannah G. And Hannah asks, do you have any regrets in your life so far? You can answer that first. I need to get a drink.
Yeah, I have regrets. I probably regret certain things like not saving money when I could have when I was with my parents. That was the whole point of me staying with my parents, was to save money. That was always stressed. Never did. It's too easy to spend. It's really best if your parents just kind of say, get the hell out, like give you an X amount of time, and say, while you're here, you can pay, you know, I don't know, X amount of money, 50 or 100 a month or 200 a month. Have it low. That's what I would do to my child anyways.
Right.
You don't, you know, have full rent on them unless they're moving back in as an adult. Maybe do that. I don't know, but whatever. And give them X amount of time. Okay, get out by this date. So you have to figure it out, you know. It's kind of, but no, being on Easy Street, it was, I spent
Easy.
it. So I do regret that. You know, beyond that, I have probably other regrets I'm not even going to speak about, but that's probably one of the biggest ones. And then on the flip side, I sure had a hell of a lot of fun. You know, it's not like life was just, I don't regret everything. I have a lot of good memories out of those regrets too, so whatever, it's yin yang.
Yeah. I have a lot of regrets. One of my biggest regrets is my mom would tell me to study more and while I was in school and to make better grades. and to get a handle on my weight before I got too much older, so I didn't let it ruin my life. And it has not been, I can't say that it actually has ruined my life, but it certainly has not been a positive thing in my life. So I regret that tremendously. And like you said, I have other regrets as well. Not getting out and getting out on my own at a young age, at like 18, 19, 20, when I should have been out on my own. It was just too easy, and I was too complacent to just stay at home and be taken care of.
Not pursuing school, because I wanted to go to school back then, and that is a regret. My excuse always has been affordability, but where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
I apparently lacked a will. I really didn't want to go, or really have the desire. I desired and I wanted to, but I think I had more of a desire not to. So that's where my will lacked, and therefore I didn't figure it out. Yeah. So I used money as an excuse, which to me, in my reality back then, was the excuse. It was the grand excuse. Oh, it cost $50,000 to go to school. Where in the hell am I going to get that? Or several thousands of dollars. There, of course, there's Pell Grants. There's this, there's that. There's system programs. Which again, if I had a real will to do it, I would have dug my feet in and did it. So yeah, there is a regret there as well.
All right, here's a fun question. This is from Hannah Poe. Hannah's asked this questions in the past. I remember her name. Do you guys like bacon?
It's a love-hate relationship.
I love bacon. There's no hate for me. I'm a fat girl. I'm a food addict.
I have a story. Bacon. So, of course, I grew up with it, but then when I started getting into the Jewish Messianic, obeying the Torah, the laws of the Bible, then I ridded that out of my diet, all pig products as well as other unclean meats. And it was interesting because I had experienced, after 4 or 5 months not eating any pig product, then it smelled really bad when it was cooked. I mean, it has a stench to it that is very repulsive. It smells like someone's cooking some roadkill, just bad meat. And so it made it that much easier to stay away from it. But then, as I kind of fell away, I kind of cheated here and there, started eating it, and then that's when I got it back in my system, and then I started desiring it, and then it started smelling good again. So I'm back to enjoying it, but it is, like, in the back of my mind, still repulsive, so it is always this love-hate relationship. I would like to rid it again. It's really not healthy for you, so it has a lot of junk in it. It's unclean. We're not supposed to eat it, so, and there's a good reason why. It's not good for our bodies.
I agree with you.
Should I ramble on?
No.
Should I continue? Should I give verses?
If you'd like to. Okay, our next...
Should we break the science down?
No. Our next question comes from Amber Thompson, and Amber says, no hate. I'm always skeptical when someone says no hate, but...
Oh, yeah. No offense.
No offense, but why...
Let me offend you.
Yeah. Why did you get a kitten, considering you probably won't live 10 to 15 years of its life? Where will the cat go then? Okay, first of all, it's good that somebody brought this up, because, well, not good, because nobody is guaranteed any amount of life. It doesn't matter if you're morbidly obese, if you're thin, if you have a disease. I could be this size and he could walk across the street and he could get hit by a car and die.
Well, thanks. That's a very nice thought.
Oh, it's not a thought, but it's the truth.
Well,
nobody's life is guaranteed.
Sure, no.
We know, none of us know the hour and time of our death. If we all lived like that, worrying about we can't do this because we're going to die, none of us would do probably anything. You get something because you're going to enjoy it. You're going to care for it and nurture it while you have it. And there's always someone who will take them. Jean will take my cats if something happens to me, obviously. And since we brought up about the kitten that I got, that was supposed to have been my kitten, has decided to call Jean her human.
That's why I went like that.
She's down there. Why don't you pick her up?
We certainly do not plan on. I mean, I'd really like for you to get on track so that you can get healthy. Because I do worry about you. So I don't do that lightly. You know, that's not a. I guess it may seem like a bad joke, but I did that because the cat, you know, she likes me. She chose me.
She did choose that.
I didn't mean to get a cat. I was like, hey, sweetie, let's not get a cat right now.
Up? And they all like seeing the kitten footage. You can see Moo. He's back there looking out. He loves to sit on the table and look out the window. Oh, he's not there anymore. He got down. But he likes, that's his little spot over there by the window. He likes to look out the window. And here's our little once upon a time kitten, who's now getting to be quite the big girl. Miss Luna Moon, Miss Esmeralda Moon. And she is Daddy's girl. And in fact, Esmeralda and Moo got Jean a cute little Christmas gift that I will insert a picture of here. She is totally a daddy's girl. She wakes him up in the morning. She crawls up on him and gets in his face and wakes him up in the mornings. Anytime he sits down, she's in his lap. And she's purred maybe once or twice when I've petted her, but anytime that he's even near her, she just purrs like a little chatterbox. So she's totally daddy's girl.
At first it was getting on my nerves when she would jump up on me and walk across me when I was asleep. But now it feels loving and lovable. Now I just sleep right through it. She can walk all over me and it's fine.
And she has been so good for Jean. She has been like a little therapy animal for him, which is so sweet.
Yeah. So, Jennifer got me a kitten. Thank you, Jennifer.
That was an early Christmas gift for him. Right, Esmeralda? Oh. And she has gotten so big. Months makes.
You gonna go, girl?
It'll be... I don't want butthole on the video. Oh, she did. It'll actually be 3 months we've had her on January 1st.
Okay, yep.
And she is 3 months.
4.5, so 6 weeks. 4.5 months.
4.5 months.
If we had her for 3 months,
Yeah.
we got her when she was 6 weeks.
I was trying to do the math real quick.
Oh,
but
sorry.
no, you're fine. So yeah, we've rambled on about that long enough.
Next question. Do you have any pet peeves about each other?
Oh yes. Oh yes, we do. Yes, we do.
You go first.
Oh, okay. One of my pet peeves about him is he leaves the closet doors open. I'm just gonna jump up here. He leaves every closet door open and sometimes the cupboard doors. And I will literally go through the apartment going bang, 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 bang.
That right there is one of my pet peeves.
Cat on the counter.
Enough said.
But
I don't know about leaving closet doors open. I don't. I just flat don't. I do. I don't know why. The thing doesn't shut back. I don't understand why. I open it and it doesn't shut. I don't know.
But let's about the cat on the counter.
I think something else comes behind me and opens it up.
Let's just be
Go.
technical about the cat on the counter. The cat Moo doesn't just jaunt across the counter at his leisure.
Speaking of which.
He's getting up on the counter. He's getting up. He was trying to get up on the cabinets.
On the cabinet. Well, he should make his journey there as short as possible. Not trot all over the food.
Here's something. Here's a little bit of a passive-aggressive comment for you. See that cat over there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was here for 7 years before you got here.
Yeah, I've already heard this one before.
So if that cat wants to go up on the counter and up on top of the cabinets where he can get away from your cats.
Oh, I'm sure I'm going to have some support from your viewers here. So
oh, I'm sure you will.
Go ahead and comment off about that one. What do you think?
But that's the reason why he has started going up on the cabinets is because Luna terrorizes him now. she is, well, not terrorizes, but she wants to play constantly. And he's going on 8, and he just doesn't want to play all the time.
Yeah, I'm tolerating him hopping up on one part of the counter in order to get up there on the cabinets. Now, as far as moseying around everything and then trying to drink...
He doesn't do that. Well, he was trying to drink out of the thing because that's, if we don't keep cups covered, he does like to drink out of cups.
Anyways.
And another fun fact about Moo, he will not drink water out of his bowl. He will only drink water out of the kitchen or the bathroom sink.
Or your cup.
Or your cup. He will not drink water out of his bowl.
So that is a pet peeve?
Any pet peeves about me, though?
About you? When you do tend to leave things out.
So do you.
Not as much. You're about at an 80 percentile.
And here's another pet peeve about his...
percentile.
Here's another pet peeve. When he makes a cup of coffee in the morning, there's a sugar all over the counter. There's a coffee ring all over the counters.
I don't see any. There's none
Probably,
right now.
no, because you already wiped it all off.
See? Clean up after myself.
Hours later. But I don't think we have any bad pet peeves. Those are just little things. I don't think there's anything that we do that was like a deal breaker that we can't live together. Oh, something that he doesn't enjoy is when I disrupt his sleep.
Yeah, that would go kind of beyond a pet peeve.
Because I'm always like, babe, are you awake? Babe, wake up. Babe, babe, I miss you. Babe, I missed you all night. Wake up.
I need my sleep. Yes.
I only sleep like 3 or 4, maybe 5 hours at a time.
Totally different sleep patterns.
Yeah. And that's a pet peeve of his. I don't know whether he was just not saying it to be polite or he forgot at the moment. That's a big
Probably
one.
because I don't consider that a pet peeve.
I just consider that a problem.
Pet peeve. That's a problem.
But you have to admit, the past few nights I've been better at not waking you up.
Yes, you have. You'll just wake me up extra early.
So we can spend more time together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's move on.
I'll do the next question. If you could go back in time and give yourself a piece of advice, what would it be? I'd say don't get comfortable. Get a job and get the hell out of your parents' house. Yeah.
Mine would be lose weight now and don't keep gaining and don't keep putting it off until it gets to the point where it's a major problem in your life. Food will always be there. You don't need to eat everything in sight because there's always tomorrow. Here's one for you. Here's one for Jean. From CE. CE says, is there anything Jean misses about Texas? Like food or weather or things like that?
Probably a little bit of all of that, I guess. I mean, I mainly ate at the house, of course, but my sister, who also was there at the time, then she'd make badass food. Also, my mom. Hold on, I need the question. Weather? Yeah, I mean, I like the snow here, but the cold gets a little wearing. So it kind of wears on my bones a bit. I can tell I'm a little more sensitive to it than other people around here, it seems. So it does get a little old, especially when we were in the teens there for several days. I started feeling like I was in Antarctica. And
when we go outside, when he goes outside to smoke or we go outside, he'll have on 2 hoodies, a big winter jacket, pajama pants with his jeans over top of it, and I'm here with a hoodie on. I'm like, oh, it's just comfortable. And he's like,
it's cold. Food, there, of course, coming from a bigger city, there were more restaurants to choose from. anything else, I guess, about Texas. You know, when I look at the word, and yeah, I feel something about it. You know, a little homesick, I guess, in a way. When I see the trees, which are boring from where I come from, and the landscape, which I think is just not all that pretty. At the part where I come from, north central Texas, I do feel something about it, you know, a little homesick, you know, kind of thing. So I do miss Texas. Hell, I've been there for 40 years. I was born and raised and lived. So, you know, it's kind of like your mother who took care of you and stuff. So that's like my mama in a way.
Of course.
Yeah. My heart will always be there, obviously.
And of course you miss your family.
I'm not a big fan of Texas other than it's taking care of me.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
of
all
course.
my life. I guess I'll read the next one. Let's see. Next question is from Jessica Lent. She asks, I know it's not a question. Okay, so she's stating, but I just want to say thank you thank you all for being so sweet and nice people. You've really cheered me up at the past couple of weeks because I've been very down mentally. I really appreciate seeing your content. It makes my day so much better.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Good.
Thank you very much.
I just
Appreciate
liked it.
that.
And yeah, I'll heart it for Jennifer.
There you go.
I'll heart.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a very sweet comment. Well, I'm glad we can do that. I personally don't really consider that we do, but I understand. I mean, you know, if you enjoy watching somebody, and
right.
I've had that same kind of thing with other people on other vlogs.
Yeah. And Gene has been doing an amazing job editing. I love how he edits the videos.
You've already said that like twice.
I know, but it's the truth.
Well, thank you.
It's amazing, and
I don't think it's that good. I just enjoy doing it. But thank you.
You're very welcome. Deborah Rollins asks, are you still preparing to move, or are you waiting for COVID to die down a bit first? We are still planning to move in the future. We actually just signed a new lease, a 1-year lease, but we're not locked into staying for a year. We can end the lease at any time we want to. We just have to give 30 days notice. With that being said, I need to get better physically so I'm able to move and walk and get around when we move. So that's going to be one of the big things before we can move.
You need to move for us to move.
I need to move before we can move. Exactly, yes. But yes, we are still planning on moving. And where? We had planned on Florida, but we're not quite sure yet. Again.
Mm-hmm. Israel?
Still
We
Israel.
thought about Israel. We thought about Saudi Arabia, Afghanistan.
Those are all hot places, my friend. And
I don't know.
I am fat, and I am in the PMS or premenopausal era. So those two combinations and heat in a desert would probably not be a good idea.
Yeah, it's a little sandy over there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We'll do 2 more. The next question is from Francine, and Francine says, how do you two deal with negative and abusive comments towards you, but Gene also? Some of the comments are so bad it makes me feel terrible just reading them. Love your channel and your content, by the way. A feel-good channel. Thank you very much for that. How do I deal with negative and abusive comments?
That's how I deal with it.
Sarcasm.
I just go off and cry.
I think I've gotten kind of numb to it by now. A lot of it doesn't affect me. It depends on my mood. If I'm feeling depressed anyhow.
Absolutely depends on the mood.
Yeah, if I'm feeling depressed.
Piss you off.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But no, you're fine. In the past week or so, or probably since I started Vlogmas, I have just not been answering any of the negative questions or comments. I haven't been responding to any, and I'm not going to. I've said this over and over and over again, and I went back to it, but there's no need to answer negative comments because people form their own opinions. And you can argue with them from now until next year, literally, and they will not change their mind. They have already formed their opinion of you. And they will, some people make up their own narrative of your life. I have seen some of the craziest assumptions of why we do this and what we do and how we do it and about our relationship and about everything. It's just, I could write a book and put all that in a book.
I was about to say, they would be really good storytellers or story writers.
Right.
Like, damn, instead of putting energy and wasting it away on people you don't even know on YouTube, like, write a book. Got some imagination back there. Some people with some imagination. I'm like, you know, I don't know if they're actually, I think it's half and half. Some of them concoct it for fun, start a rumor, or maybe it's just fun just to say, and others actually, I think, believe it to be truth. And I'm like, how in the hell can you believe that to be true?
I tend to think more of them, they just want a reaction.
Right.
That's what trolling is.
Well, there's also that side of it too. I mean, there's of course the obvious trolling.
Like I've said before, I'm not proud of this, but I did the whole trolling thing, and I know like what it's about. You just want that reaction out of someone, even if it's negative or positive. You just want them to respond to you, and I've fallen into that because I've done it. I've responded to the trolls and the negativity, but I guess what goes around comes around, and I'm getting a taste of my own medicine. So that's why a little bit more I'm kind of numb to it, and I can understand it more than sometimes that you can.
Really, so a lot of it can be funny, but again, it depends on the mood. If you're not in the mood, if we're not in the mood, whatever,
right.
You know, then it could be a negative thing. But if we're on the up and up, then it can be kind of funny.
Right.
Some of the mean comments are actually quite funny, but that's also coming from a dry, sick sense of humor that we both can appreciate. So we've cracked up on some of the comments.
And there are some days I don't even read comments if I'm feeling within myself. If I'm not feeling emotionally stable at that time, I just don't go there.
Yep.
So that's how we deal with it.
That's how we deal with it.
In any walk of life, people are going to assume what they want, whether it's your real life, someone looking at you in the face, or if it's someone on a computer screen. They're going to assume what they want. So that's just what it is.
That's what it is.
That's the way life is.
That's the way life is.
We even assume things of people that we don't know. I've made this new, it's not new, but when I think of something, I'm like, plot twist. I don't know, maybe that doesn't.
Oh, just for fun.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm like, I look at someone, I'm like, I wonder if this could be what's really going on. Plot twist.
Some of the people around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like,
it's fun to guess what they're up to, you know.
Plot twist.
Right.
So that's how we deal with it. All right, last question. Let's get a good one, babe. Tell me to stop if you see one good.
Hold on, just go slower. Let's just read a few. Oh, we already did that.
Here, this is a fun one. Rissa has a couple questions. First, she says, does Jean play video games?
I used to, off and on, I have. So, but no, currently I do not. Actually having a console, I'll play a few phone games, which currently I'm not really even doing that because they just get old. Now, when I was a teenager, because I do have kind of a weakness there with the addiction thing, so video games can be very addictive for me personally, as to why I have chosen on and off not to do it. So, backstory, when I was 17 years old, I really got into a few computer games online computer games, which are very addictive.
Yes.
So I'd spend literally 7 to 12 hours in my room playing the damn thing, and it got to the point where I would not go out with my friends. So, as lame as that is, or even sounds, I had my own reasons because of certain insecurities, and also I felt like the brunt of the joke a lot of times with my friends, and I guess I'm an easy target, you know. So I really tended to be more, I felt more comfortable in my own place, in my own little safe space. So, you know, screw my friends, man. Why would I hang around with them when it's just going to be a bunch of guy bullshit, and I can stay safe with my computer game that doesn't give me any shit. Anyways, so then when I was 25, I got an Xbox console, and then I started playing that, and it's addictive. So I decided, I guess about a year later, I got rid of it because I was spending too much time on it. Ever since then, I haven't had a console.
I was addicted. I know this question isn't for me, but many years ago, when I was with my ex that passed away, we played this game online, and I don't even know if this platform is still around. It was called Steam, and it was a game called Alien Swarm, and I was addicted to that game. This ship would drop you off on, or like a craft or something, would drop you onto this ship with your teammates, and then you'd have to go around and kill all the aliens. And we used to make the other players, because you were just put into a room with random players because it was an online game. And to make them mad, we would block the exits and then kill our teammates. And people would get really mad because we would do that. But I was so addicted to that game.
Trolling.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was so addicted to that game. But
online gaming is very addictive.
it is very. The second question is, would you, Jen, keep your hair short or grow it out after getting a haircut from Jean? We were actually just talking about this when I turned the camera on. This needs trimmed up. Hairdresser Jean.
Yeah, it was like up to here. Looks like it's grown a good 3, maybe even 4 inches in the past 4 or 5 months.
Has not gotten thicker, but it has gotten a little longer. I am taking my biotin, so hopefully that will help the thickness eventually. I would like to let it get a little longer in the back, so it's easier to put up in a ponytail or like a bun. But I do want to like trim this up eventually. But I do like this style. And Jean did a very good job. After my initial shock of, oh my God, where did my hair go?
Yeah.
It turned out very well, and I love it.
It was easy. Just comb it straight back and cut
it off.
Straight across.
And that's
so
what he did.
It created
like a bob.
Yeah, that style. Lower here, upper, back there.
And the last question she has is, what kind of a cat is Luna? Luna is a domestic long hair calico.
Calico, yes.
My very first calico. I've never owned a calico before.
So Google image calico and you'll get the half and half and those colors going on. Usually a little spot on the nose.
And she is crazy. When she plays, she makes this gremlin, growling, weird little sound. And we were just saying yesterday, I hope she never loses that. I hope it's not just a kitten thing.
It's cute. It
It
sounds
is
a lot
very
like
cute.
a gremlin. Yeah.
And she is crazy. She
Yeah.
still loves to chase her
She
tail.
goes nuts.
She loves to chase her shadow.
You would think that there's a trampoline on every wall, just bouncing off the walls.
Well, I'm gonna get her a toy and show her the toy that she got for Christmas from Santa Paws. Oh, here it is. Luna's back. Is that yours? Is that Miss Luna Bugs? Oh, she's like, give me it. I want to go play.
Yeah, she loves this thing. She's even gotten possessive over it, or she'll hide it.
And if Moo walks towards it, she'll lay down in front of it so he can't get near it. Moo got a catnip toy. He's not really into toys too much anymore, so I got him some of his favorite lickable treats. His lickables. Kiss me. Tiny moons. She's my little nighttime buddy. When I can't sleep, she stays up and hangs out with me at night.
Okay.
And she's off.
There she goes again. So what was it? Was that it on the that one question?
Yeah.
All right.
So that is it for our question and answers. We're almost an hour. We'll have to edit this down a lot. We're going to try to do one Q&A a month. So we'll see you guys back in January for the next Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you probably tomorrow or the next day for another video.
Thank you guys for interacting and asking the very good questions.
Yes.
And comments, sweet comments.
Yes. And we'll see you again next time. And
All
remember, be the love, be the light, and do good things. Bye, everyone.